This employee recorded a HR video and uploaded it on YouTube. Don't do this. I recently came across this video where an employee has recorded a call he had with HR and uploaded it on YouTube. I will basically cover two things in this video. One is what he should have done in this call and what he shouldn't have done. Let's start with the background first. According to the video, the employee was on bench and has received termination. He was having a call with a HR and a resource manager where he was asking the HR to give him more time, etc. What he should have done. So let's first see what he should have done. As per my personal experience, once an employee receives a termination letter, it will not be revoked unless there is a really strong reason. In the video, the employee was asking for extended time to get a project. There is nothing wrong in trying this. You should be prepared for HR's rejection of your request for extended time. The mistake the employee did in the call was not concentrating on the right things to talk about. I know that we all get emotional when we're in this position. But every employee on bench should be prepared for this kind of situation. This guy was not prepared, was not maintaining a professional tone, and was not asking the right questions. This guy could have utilized this call in a brilliant way. If you are in this situation, be prepared for these two things. 1. Be prepared for getting a project. Keep upskilling yourself. Inquire about the skills on demand at the moment and do certification on those skills. And be prepared for client interviews. In my next video, I will be explaining this more clearly, so subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so that you will get notified when I post my next video. 2. Be prepared for the scenario. What if I don't get a project? To be prepared for this scenario, you should know the company bench policies. Every company that has bench will have bench policies. So read the policies. Next, be prepared with a pitch on why they should give you more time. This may not work 90% of the time, but it's okay to try. If the above pitch doesn't work, then have a pitch ready to convince them to let you serve notice period if that is what you want. If you don't want to serve the notice period, then have a pitch ready to negotiate the notice period pay. And make sure that throughout all this you are maintaining professionalism. In the 14-minute call that was uploaded by the bench employee, he never initiated a conversation on his notice period pay. This was the biggest mistake of all. But then again, they might have discussed about it in a different call or in the same call and the employee uploaded only part of it. There are a lot of misconceptions going on in the comments of that video. This shows how much lack of awareness there is regarding these policies. Some people said that the HR was forcing him to resign so that they don't have to pay the notice period money. This is the biggest misconception of all. Even though the policies change from company to company, in my experience, I have seen companies pay notice period money under similar circumstances. And it doesn't affect the HR in any way if the associate doesn't resign in this case. And if you hear the conversation clearly, the HR has suggested him to resign because he was worried that his documents will show him as terminated. In this case, he can either resign or the company will terminate him. He should have concentrated more on negotiating his notice period money in the call if that conversation hasn't happened till that time. One more misconception going on in the comments is that people are assuming that the HR who was on the call has terminated him. The HR and resource manager in the call were ground to mid-level employees and decision-making powers like terminations are not in their hands. Even the HR clarified in the call that she was not the decision maker. To sum it up, be prepared for any scenario, upskill yourself, be professional. And if such situation comes where you are being terminated, know that this is not the only company in the world. There are so many opportunities outside. And most of the companies that are hiring don't care if you were terminated from your previous company as long as you have good knowledge and experience in what you do. What he shouldn't have done. So instead of focusing on the call and talking about the right things, the employee recorded a video of the call without the other party's knowledge or permission. And he has uploaded the video initially without blurring the profile pictures, full names and work IDs of the HRs. Why he shouldn't have done it? Because this is a violation of privacy and confidentiality. And if any one of these two people on the call or the company itself decides to take this seriously, then they can sue this person. This could lead to severe legal consequences like imprisonment or some fine amount he has to pay or both. So keep this in mind before you get encouraged by such videos and you decide to do the same. He may or he may not face the consequences, but there is not guarantee that you will not.